When money talks, I listen. When money talks,
Oh, look, a new YouTube comment. I found you from Graham. What? Found me from Graham? That could only mean one thing. My name is Reginald. I go by Strongestdirector because I like to shoot videos and I like working out. I could not believe it when I saw Stephan Graham, the OG, the original gangster, one of the biggest finance people, if not the biggest finance influencer on YouTube, reacted and did a review of my Millennial Money episode that I didn't even legitimately do. I just threw it together because I saw that somebody else did their own Millennial Money episode. So I was like, oh, I could do the same thing. I shoot videos for a living. Like, I shoot videos professionally. This is my day job, is shooting videos. So I was like, I can shoot this Millennial Money episode in my sleep. So I went out one day and just shot the whole thing. Before we get started, I want to just clear up and say that I have spent over $100,000 in investments in the past 20 months. And normally I spend at least 40% of my income back in the business and back investing in myself, if not paying for equipment. I've spent in the past year and a half, I've spent $65,000 producing content for sellable goods online. So if I did a fitness app that I had produced, spent about $25,000, and I spent another $40,000 producing my own online course. And when I sold it, I did $15,000 in sales in 2 months. And I was like, wow, I really made that much money. I barely even tried to make this online course. So I went back, reshot everything. So everything looks amazing. I built out my house to look like a studio I can shoot videos inside of. So I can shoot videos anywhere inside the house and it's going to look good. A lot of the money is going back to creating future revenue, generating opportunities for myself. Like I said, the online course is a huge market. If you are an expert or you have anything you can teach online, you can make a lot of money teaching people skills online. Loads of money. I got one friend, he's made so much money selling his online skills that last month he bought a yacht cash for $2 million just because he needed the tax write-off. And this is somebody that I met and I worked with 4 years ago, back when he was broke. So I've seen somebody go from being broke to making millions of dollars extremely fast by selling stuff online. Just a quick little plug right there. Dan Henry is killing the game. He's doing great. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out this video of my bad finances. And actually, when I did this video, it says living on $135K a year. That was $135K was how much I had made in 10 months because I put this video out in the end of October. So for the whole year, I ended up making about $17,000 more. So I made about a little bit over $150,000 last year doing video work, which I thought was incredible. I was like, it's a whole pandemic. I was like, the film industry shut down the first time in history, and I still went out there and made a good amount of money. I honestly wanted to make around $250,000 last year, but stuff happens. So, I got this year to make a lot of money. So we're good.
It's Graham here. So today we're going to be doing something entirely different. Usually when I watch these videos, they're from CNBC Make It, or I'll go and scout.
You know what? When I saw this, I was super excited because I'm the first person not on Millennial Money that he's reviewing for doing a fake Millennial Money episode. So I guess it was worth it that I, made my little fake Millennial Money episode look halfway decent.
Titled, Living in Atlanta on $135K a year. What's remarkable is that usually when people do these, they're not this cinematic. He's full on
Okay, so Graham said my video looks very cinematic, which makes sense because I want it to be right now I work as a video director, but originally I wanted to work as a cinematographer, which is the person who is in charge of making sure that the video, movie, TV commercial, music video, TV show looks cinematic. So I've poured, my passion is cinematography. So making stuff look cinematic is easy. I could pretty much shoot a cinematic video blindfolded right now. Okay, continuing.
I wonder how good he is with money, though. Let's find out.
I've never even had a job before, so I don't know what the 9 to 5 life is like because I've always been.
That whole part where I was talking about I've never had a job before. When I went to college for 5 years and still ain't getting no degree. I dropped out of college 4 months before I was gonna graduate because I started work. When I was in college, I started working for myself, and I got to the point where I was making, as a college student, was making like $1,000, $1,500 a week by skipping class and shooting videos for like the local car dealerships, for shooting for small businesses in my town, and shooting music videos in the town that I was going to school in. So I never got my degree, but I did start making money immediately at school.
How does this video only have 4,700 views, and how does he only have 886 subscribers? This doesn't make any. This is a good video.
All right. He was saying, how do I have like such a small amount of video views and stuff? And truth being told, I have a lot of friends. I probably know like 200 other people that do video directing. And my friends that do like video directing, like for real, they don't, people don't have time. Like when you work in film, people are working 70, 80 hours a week. I got a friend, he made over $2 million this year shooting rap videos. And he might have 3 videos on YouTube or whatever. Like the people that do video work for real don't have the extra time to make YouTube videos. I'm only doing YouTube because I'm like forcing myself to, make some spare time to shoot videos. But I do over 300 videos a year, so I don't really have much time to, to allocate to anything at this point. But I'm trying. I run a video company. I have an online show. I teach business coaching. I have an online course, and I have a YouTube channel. So it's just like an endless amount of videos I gotta try to get done. So anytime I see a YouTuber that's teaching tutorials on how to do video work every single week, I'm just gonna say people that have time for YouTube probably ain't successful video people, because successful video people are slammed with work. Like the average director probably makes $1,000 to $5,000 a day. So the incentive for shooting YouTube videos isn't very high for people that actually do video work.
Phenomenal. You can tell he's good at what he does. Even the shot with the grand piano in the background. The centering is perfect. Hopefully I like his finances as much as I do this, though. 600 eating out. Too much money. A lot of businesses are still shut down. You're supposed to be social distancing. Not supposed to be eating out that. Unless it's Postmates, like door delivery.
Graham lives in California. I guess he used to live in California. In Georgia has been wide open since May. Once May came and gone, the stay-at-home order was gone. Everything was open. The gym was open. I was back going to the gym. I was back going to church. Every single restaurant was open. People were just out in public, no mask on, no nothing. Apparently, COVID does not exist in the South. If you are over here in Atlanta, everything's open. The club, the bar, restaurants, everything. The mall. You can go anywhere. There's no stay-at-home order. There's no nothing. So you can go sit down at a restaurant wherever you want in town and eat. No mask on, no nothing. The Southerners don't believe in the COVID-19. And my credit card debt was, a lot of that debt was, I had tried to do like a get-rich-quick thing where I was like, you know what, people are making so much money in fitness. I was like, if I can make a fitness app, I think I'll be able to, make a lot of money really fast. So I ran up my credit card trying to produce a whole bunch of this fitness content that I was going to sell online. And then after I got all this stuff shot and edited for this fitness stuff, I had shot like 8-9 fitness programs. I sat down with a guy in town in Atlanta who's making like $5-6 million a year, running a fitness company because he has a fitness challenge he runs. He's got his own gym. He does a supplement that he sells. He's making bank off of fitness stuff. And he told me, he was like, I paid him for some business consultations, and we sat down, and he was like, man, these fitness videos look amazing. Which, I mean, they did. I shot them in studios and hired fitness models, fitness professionals. Like, everything looked great. But he was like, but the videos looking great don't mean nothing. He was like, this stuff ain't gonna sell. Because he was basing it off of, people don't care about how good the videos look. They only care about the before and after. They only care about the results. That was a $25,000 business adventure flop. I mean, it was fun when I was doing it, but I did learn some valuable lessons from losing all that money from trying to make a app to make a whole bunch of money really quickly.
$840 a month for his car payment. That's $10,000 a year that he is it's gone for whatever car.
All right, so wait, before we continue, $840 a month for the car is less money than I used to pay for cars. There was a point, I want to say 18 months ago, where actually I did this for years. For probably like 2 years or like 2.5 years, instead of buying a car, I would go to Hertz, Sixt, Enterprise, and I would just rent a brand new car every single month. So there was a time period where at first I started off just getting cheap cars. Like I would get like a Nissan Altima, like a Toyota Camry, the mid-sized vehicles. And then after a while, I slowly started progressing up to just more and more expensive rental cars. So towards the end, I would rent like a Mercedes GLC SUV truck, C-Class, Jaguar SUV, Jaguar XF, Cadillac, brand new Cadillac sedans, BMW X5. I was just renting all luxury cars, and I was spending about $1,100, $1,200, $1,300 a month renting out these luxury cars. So after a while, I was like, this is getting a bit ludicrous. So I cut back and just went and bought a car. And even though it's still high, it's less money than I was paying before.
Honda, Toyota Corolla, just get a used car like that, $7,000, own it outright, drive it until it doesn't run anymore. $250 hair.
All right, so I have bought a car. I've bought a lot of cars before. I've bought 3 cars cash, and out those 3 cars that I bought, all 3 of them broke down. Or one of the cars broke down 1 hour after I bought it. I went on Craigslist, bought a cheap car. Literally on the drive home, the car broke down. That was a Cadillac. I think it was like maybe 2011. I had another car, Grand AM 2003. That was the first car I bought. That car broke down. Bought a Chevy Malibu 2012 Malibu hatchback. That car broke down. And I just felt like I was riddled. I had so many car issues. I had one car that I had bought, Pontiac G6. I was living in Los Angeles, and for some reason I moved to LA with a dream and no money saved up. So I moved to LA, no money in savings, and ran out of money super fast, had no job, no income. So I was living in my car. The brakes went out on my car, so I had to jump out my car. And my car shot down a hill with all my stuff in it and hit a palm tree. And at the time I had a $14,000 red camera. The red camera got destroyed in the car wreck. Car got destroyed in the car wreck. And I didn't have insurance on nothing. So just in literally in a few seconds, there was like $25,000, almost $30,000 gone. But yeah, I had some exciting times back when I first got into video work. So much fun. So much fun.
Why is that so expensive? $250 a month. I could see maybe every third month, every fourth, like for a cool haircut or something. I don't know what's that much.
Now, $240 or $250 a month on hair. I feel like that's average. It's probably low. In Atlanta, a lot of people spend a lot of money on hair here. Mainly because girls get their hair done. If a girl's buy a wig, people can sell wigs here for like $1,000+ here. I had somebody contact me to do some video work for them. I had a guy hit me up. This kid was 23 years old. At the age of 21, this kid was a self-made millionaire from selling wigs. He had made so much money selling hair in Atlanta that at 21 he was a millionaire. They did a whole BET special on him. I forgot what his name is, but if you look him up, if you type in BET special $1 million hair, he's gonna pop up.
Overall, I give this probably a 4 out of 10.
Woo! We got a 4 out of 10. Honestly, this is higher than I thought he would rate me. 4 out of 10 is it's pretty bad. But there's room to be worse. I need to see the person that's a 3, a 2, or a 1. They really gotta be just burning their money like it's gasoline if they're like a 3, a 2, or a 1. So 4, not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Why is he spending $1,100 a month on his car, but he has a credit card payment he's still working to pay off? Why is he spending $250 a month on something?
I think my credit card balance is high, but it's not. I think my interest is it's not terrible. I think if I were just paying the interest only, it would be like $240-ish a month. I'm just paying $2,000 a month so I can get it paid off in a year. So $2,000 a month for a year, my credit card payments will be gone.
But they gave me 29% APR, and then they put insurance on my car loan, so it's like I had to pay extra APR, and they put some car insurance thing on there to make the car.
Sell the car. Sell the car. That's stupid high interest rate.
You know, the funny thing is, when I was at the car dealership, I bought this car from Hertz used, and I was at the car dealership. The girl in line before me, her APR and her car loan was like 29%, and I was telling my car salesman, man, I was like, damn, y'all charging her 29% APR? And he was like, well, it was probably about to be the same thing. One shit was like the same thing. I was like, good grief. But like I said, before I bought the car, I was paying $1,200 a month to rent cars. So I was like, anything would be better at this point.
Time ago on Craigslist, I find something for like $2,000. Buy that, save up for it, take the bus until then.
Like I said, I've bought 3 cheap cars, like those $2,000, $3,000 cars used. They've all broken down. The engines have exploded. They don't exist. They're in the car graveyard somewhere in the scrap yard. I've went that route before. Never worked out.
Stay right now. He's building equity in a place. He's got investments coming in. No debt. He would have $2,400 a month left over to reinvest back into the stock market, buying more real estate. He could easily be. He has the potential. It's just not there.
Now, I'm impressed because I had so many plans on making so many investments, getting my passive income up, getting other.
All right, so this part where I was talking about, I had to slow up my investments. I had an online course. So at the end of 2019, I had an online course that I was selling. And with my online course, I made $15,000 in 2 months of selling this cheap online course that I just threw together. So I was like, if I made like $8,000 a month pushing this online course that I threw together, I just shot in my bedroom one day. I was like, if I actually invested more money and effort into making the online course look more official, I can make a killing instead of just making $8,000 a month. I was like, I could do at least 5 times more and do like 40, 50, 60,000 a month with my online course. And I got 2 friends. I got one friend named Dan Henry. He's done over 20 million in online course sales. Then I had another friend who has an online course. And on his online course, he made 1.7 million his first year doing his online course. So I was like, I'm gonna go in hard 2020, get my online course looking professional. Even right now, you can look around and see this studio right here. I built this whole studio in my house just to shoot the online course and to shoot YouTube content. I've shot 35 videos in my house for an online course in the past month and a half. I'm almost done with my online course, so when I get that back up and running, I have no doubts I'm gonna have no problem getting to the point where I'm making $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a month from selling digital products online, because my friends, they've done it before and they basically walked me through on how to do it.
And I was very fortunate to make $65,000 in 3 months.
Wow, $65K 3 months. Gee, that's the problem with that. I can tell, because I'm happy for him, but that will screw with your perspective on money. You're going to think, it just psychologically, after the 3rd month of you doing that, every month is going to be $20K. So what's $15 here, $30 there, $50 here? It adds up. He's talented, though. You got to hand him that. He's very talented.
Man, Graham is not lying. Once you get past $20,000 a month, if you actually net, not like you have a business that does $20,000 a month and you have like $12,000 in business expenses, so you only keep $8,000. But if you get to the point where you make $20,000 a month in just like pure profit, I'm talking about a new level of relaxation, a new level of not even really having to worry about money that much. I'm talking about if somebody's finances were in order and they're making $20,000 a month, you could have like a $1 million house, spend $6,000, have some new cars, spend $2,000 in the cars, and still have $12,000 a month just left over to spend on food, savings, or whatever. I'm not gonna lie, when I was making $20,000 plus a month in the summer, I'd never been so relaxed before, just because it felt like I had just like an unlimited amount of money. I was like, I need to make more money so I can feel like this all the time. I was like, this is great.
And I wanted to do a lot more traveling this year, but as you can obviously see, there wasn't very much traveling this year because of 2020 put a lot of travel bans and restrictions in place. I wanted to go to India and Norway and Japan this year, but that didn't happen. So
That's good. That was a blessing in disguise because you put that money towards that American Express bill and that car payment.
All right, so for the travels, he didn't put it in there, but I bought 7 cruise tickets. I was going to take my whole family on a cruise. My mom has always wanted to go on a cruise, so I bought tickets to take her, my dad, my sisters, and also my past girlfriend on a cruise. But I actually broke up with my girlfriend to save more money. I think I was like, Graham will be so proud of me for breaking up with my girlfriend to save money. The pandemic came out, I had to cancel the whole cruise, so we didn't get to go on that cruise. And over the past 2 years, I've had both my grandmothers died, and my uncle passed away unexpectedly. So I always feel pressured where it's like, I'm like, I don't have forever to, get to do nice things with my family because, you never know when family's going to go. So I like the time I have with them right now, I always try to do something super nice for them. Like last year it was the cruise. This year I had spent a ton of money on Christmas presents. I spent like $6,000 on Christmas presents for my family this year. So always trying to do something nice for the family because, if I wait until I'm like financially stable or whatever, somebody else could pass away. So I don't know if I got that time with them forever to do nice things.
because I just spend everything that I make.
Oh man, I knew we were getting to that. I feel like it's just so silly in the beginning. I was really like
Wait, let me defend myself. Okay, I have no excuse for having no savings at all, especially with how much money I made this year and last year. I made over 6 figures last year too, so there's no excuse for not having any money saved.
subscribe. I can do my part, and I'm going to subscribe there. There we go. We're subscribed. And let's watch this video for him. Give him some watch time, We'll get his channel monetized. But in return, all I ask is that you get your finances in order. And all of you guys, you're going to help him keep on track. Because you're going to go to his videos, and you're going to spend. You're going to tell him, like, hey, man, stop spending so much. Let's save some money. And you're just going to hold him accountable to this. Because now you're going to make some extra money from the YouTube channel. You've got a really supportive audience who's going to get behind you. We're probably going to get 5, 6, 7,000 subscribers after this video. You're going to have a big platform. Sure.
All right, well, Graham, he was like spot on when you said you're going to get like 5, 6, 7,000 subscribers, because I think that's like exactly how many I got. When I'm shooting this video about 2 days after he did his critique, I got about 6,000 subscribers from him promoting me. So that was epic. Gracias. Thank you. I do like studying business. I have a whole stash of business books at my house. My goal this year is to read 150 books and to take 100 online courses. And how committed I am on business right now is I don't watch TV shows. I don't watch movies. I don't play video games. I literally just wake up and work all day on my business. And then I take a little break to go to the gym and work out. But my life right now is just like gym, working out, eating, and business. I know what I could do over the next year. Like I said, if I can get my online course up and running and get my video business up to $30,000 a month plus, if I could hit $50,000 a month in course sales, I'd be making $1 million a year within the next 10 to 16 months. So instead of me having to go the old traditional route of, just don't do anything fun for the next 10 years and just live super frugal and super cheap and invest your money and be a millionaire, 10 years later, I could just build my business. I could just focus on business and be making $1 million a year in a year from now or so. So that's the goal, is to get my income up extra high, which honestly, I think $1 million a year is low. I don't think $1 million a year is a lot of money. Like a lot of people are like, oh, don't you want to be a millionaire? I'm like, I guess kind of, but I really don't care. Because being a millionaire, there's 11 million millionaires in the United States. So 11 million, that's like 3% of the population. So it's not really a high goal. I think being a millionaire or even making $1 million a year is just the start. Kind of like the same when I was making 6 figures. When I first started making 6 figures, all my friends were like, oh, we can't believe you making that much money. I was like, 6 figures? I was like, this is nothing. This is the beginning. I think when you start your own business, you start at 6 figures. If you really are working hard and actually investing in your business, and then when you get to $1 million a year, I feel like $1 million a year is average. And then maybe when you get up to 10, 15, 20 million a year, I would call that now you're really killing it once you get up to that high number. But people gotta have a higher expectation level for themselves. Like $1 million a year is still, I don't think it's that much money. I want to get way more than just $1 million a year. That's my reaction video. Do I plan on spending less money? No, I'm probably gonna spend way more money this year than ever. I want to invest $200,000 to $300,000 this year, if possible. I'm gonna pay off the American Express card before the summer gets here. The car, I'm not really concerned about the car. There's pieces of camera gear I've bought that have been more expensive than my entire car is. So I'm just not, right now it's just not a worry of mine right now. So once again, I want to thank Graham for supporting me and thank all you guys for coming over here and supporting me and being worried about my finances and to make sure I'm not just throwing money out the window and burning it like it's gasoline. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that American Express card taken care of and then probably also pay the car off this year. I do really want to pay the car off, not because I'm worried about the payment, but I want to pay this car off so I can buy another car. I don't plan on getting rid of my Impala. I want to pay it off and just have it as like a backup vehicle, but I do want to get something a little bit more fancier, something a little bit nicer. So I'm gonna go ahead, pay off the Amex card this year. Last year I paid it down because it was originally at like $30,000, but since the summer I paid it down like I paid like $10,000 down on it. Actually, I paid more than that. Just the interest on those cards suck. So I had paid it down from $30,000 to $20,000, which is interest on credit cards is no fun. But like I said, I like to invest 40% of my money. So my main concern each and every single day is to make sure that I'm investing money into my online investments and back into the business with digital goods. So that's that. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed me rambling about money, then go ahead and leave me a comment, or you can give me a DM on Instagram on other stuff, other YouTube videos you would want to see me make. And thank you to Honda over at the Honda Show. He had reviewed my Millennial Money episode 2 months ago, and he has his own finance channel where he gives people advice on investing and building wealth. So thank you guys so much, and go ahead and sit and just let me know what other kind of content you guys want to see moving forward.